Lord Lonato doesn't deserve such sadness and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Why, Lonato? Why did you drag so many others into this?
I forgot I brought Ash with me!
Part 1. White Clouds. Garland Moon. Mutiny in the Mist. When the warm winds blow from the sea to the south of Adrestia, residents of Fodlan know that the rainy season is upon them. Before the heavy rains take their toll, young women hurry to pick the last of the white roses. The ivory buds are woven into garlands and given as gifts to close friends or potential lovers.
New places are now available to explore the monasteries. 5,000 gift from the Church of Ceros.
Professor, I have a new mission for your students.
We have received reports that Lord Lonato has rallied troops against the Holy Church of Ceros.
Or is Lord Lonato?
Lord Lonato is a minor lord of the kingdom. He's been showing hostility toward the church for some time now.
A vanguard unit from the Knights of Ceros is already on its way to his stronghold, Castle Gaspar. Lord Lonato's army is nothing compared to the Knights. It is quite possible the rebellion has already been suppressed.
Even so, I would like for your class to travel with the Knights' rear guard to deal with the aftermath.
War zones are unpredictable. We do not expect you will have cause to battle, but be prepared for the worst.
Excuse me. You sent for me, Lady Rhea?
This is Catherine. She will be leading the Knights whom you will be accompanying.
Nice to meet you. We've heard a lot about you. If you need anything, just ask.
She is one of our bravest Knights, and that is no small feat. Only an exceptional few have what it takes to join the Knights of Ceros. This mission should prove useful in demonstrating to the students how foolish it would be to ever turn their blades on the Church.
I don't like that. Birthday! Sylvain.
Thank you so much.
There you go. Birthday gift for you, Sylvain. Let's check out the supports. And Hubert and Ferdinand. Okay. At least you can show this.
With this idea, I may be able to get the one-up on Edelgard.
This again.
Hubert! I wish you would not sneak up on me like that. Maybe you would be more perceptive if your mind were less burdened by sedition. Sedition? Absurd. This is an important project. Yes, I heard. A new way to prove how superior you are to Lady Edelgard. She is not your rival, Ferdinand. She is above you. A noble like you ought to know his place. Anything is better than being a noble like you. Every time you open your mouth, it's Lady Edelgard this or Lady Edelgard that. Do you ever think for yourself? You follow her around like a pet. You spend all of your time fretting over her, and yet you never truly express an opinion of your own. Before you reprimand me, take a moment to consider your own failings. Your nonsense is tiresome, so I hope this will be the last time I have to remind you. Lady Edelgard is the Imperial Princess. You are merely the Prime Minister's son. Yes, I understand that. But my duty is to guide her, to give frank advice when she is on the wrong course of action. That is what I strive to do, always. Thus my devotion to surpass Edelgard, so that if she needs guidance, I will be prepared to give it. If you think it is tiresome to have a mind of your own, you will never be much of an advisor. Does the river of filth pouring out of your mouth ever stop flowing? Your obsession with all things superficial is disgusting. It's no use. You're hopeless. I'll take my leave.
You disgust me, little peasant. I'm not. No, you're a peasant towards me.
I have nothing more to say to you. Get out of here.
Okay. I guess I could try to sneak in an Ash and a Sylvain. But I need to make sure that that one thing is ready to prepare. Begin exploration.
You have spent quite. Do you not know that we have not a moment left? You must.
Yes, I know. There she. No, it's not open yet. Fudge. No. Oh, that's gonna. 650. I mean, look at this. I got all these ready. Set. Let's get rid of the fire class because shove strength good. I'll get back to that later. Mook! Actually, this would be good, so I'll focus on having her as a warrior for now. I should have known Blink. I should have made him to warrior. Whatever. And that thing is not open yet. I was hoping for that thing to open, but it's not. It never opened yet. Gotta do more stuff. Alright, welcome to the 22nd day of the Ganlan Moon, and looks like we got some support. Unfortunately, I cannot support with Edgar just yet. But I can with Hubert. And she has 2 new ones with Caspar and Bernadetta. While Hubert has one with Edgar and Linhardt. So first things first, so I could get the commentary out of the way, because you know how I'll try to commentate without... Try not to commentate any support that is not...
Professor.
We'll do this right now.
Hello, Professor. You seem to be in good health.
I am, yes. And yourself?
Of course. Doesn't seem intimidated.
You're not scared of my creepy face? How rude. Somebody's wrong?
No, not at all. It's just that I find myself a little concerned for your well-being. You see, Lady Edelgard has taken something of an interest in you.
It seems so.
Don't be flippant. There is something you need to understand about the role I play here. One of my many duties is to determine potential advantages and potential threats to Her Highness. If you prove yourself useful to Lady Edelgard, then all will be well. If you pose a threat, I shall have to dispose of you.
What do you mean, dispose of me?
Yes, this is no joke. While I may be a student here, I am her servant first and foremost. Therefore, if an untimely demise is not to your liking, you would do well to demonstrate your utility with all haste. I should warn you that I am far less compromising than Lady Edelgard. Do not be at ease merely because you stand in her good graces for the time being.
I'm not worried.
Huh. Such confidence. I'm beginning to see why you caught her eye. My family, House Vestra, has been sworn to House Resvelg for generations. Since the dawn of the Empire, we have worked to protect the Emperor by any means necessary. Both in the open and in the shadows.
If you understand what I mean, so... yeah, get ready to get killed.
If you incur our wrath, you will see just what I mean.
I feel I incurred your rat before. I'm not sure how that turned out. Anyways, since I'm done, I can't go any further. And of course, Icithia is ready for level B, but she cannot go any further with Edelgard. Let's go with Hubert and Edelgard, and hopefully see you on Battle Day.
Sometimes I wonder if your life could have taken you down a different path. If you had never met me and entered my service, you might have had a more peaceful...
A more tedious path. Inconsequential and spoiled rotten, like so many other nobles? Never. My duty to you is no mere obligation. I chose this. I had thought that would be obvious to you.
I understand you well, better than anyone. But when I see you at the monastery, studying with the others, it makes me wonder what kind of life you might have had without me. That's all.
Such a life may have had its appeal. I thought I'd left my years of carefree innocence behind me. But I cannot deny that I find myself enjoying my time at the monastery.
I feel the same way.
That enjoyment, however, is only thanks to you. Standing by your side is all that truly matters to me.
I see. Then I won't speak of such things again. If it's really what you want, I'll gladly keep you by my side. The path I must walk is soaked in blood. It's a path that can lead to madness, can snatch away one's future, and can even take one's life. And the pool of blood at my feet is growing larger. Those stains can never be washed clean.
Please leave the violence to me. A leader must be seen as pure, above the fray. Allow me to paint the path that lies before you red with the blood of your enemies. I will do it gladly.
This is about the most caring, happiest I ever seen Hubert as.
Training again. You're certainly working hard, Caspar.
Oh, Edelgard. You scared me. You should have said something.
I did, but no matter. What has you training with such intensity? It's never good to neglect one's training, but overdoing it is ill-advised as well. You could already give any student here a battle they wouldn't soon forget.
You think so? Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I can't really stop training, though. I gotta get better if I expect to get anywhere in this world.
If memory serves, you're the second son of House Bergleys, right?
That's right. My older brother is the heir, and there are already too many mouths to feed in our family, so I can't count on any support. I pretty much have to make it on my own, you know?
I understand. It's difficult being born a noble. Those who inherit everything also inherit great burdens, but the same can be said of those who inherit nothing.
What are you talking about? I don't have any troubles. Who cares if I don't inherit anything? It just means I get to cut a path to my own future. You know what your problem is, Edelgard? You always have to make everything about you.
Are you picking a fight, Caspar?
Hey, now come on. I didn't mean to be disrespectful. Always happy to fight, though, if that's what you want.
I have no desire to bicker with you. Good luck with your training. Goodbye.
What was that about? I'll never understand her.
Bernadetta, why are you following me? You were following me quite conspicuously, so why attempt to hide now?
Please don't hurt me!
Calm yourself. I have no reason to harm you.
Forgive me, I beg you! I'll go straight back to my room and you'll never see me again, I swear!
Bernadetta.
Yes, Lady Edelgard!
Please explain why you were following me and why you tried to hide.
Is Her Highness saying she will not condemn me?
Please, speak like the human that you are. I already said no harm will come to you.
Yes, I'm sorry. Permit me to explain. Lady Edelgard, you are fearless. I look up to you as an example to follow.
And that explains it. How?
I decided to watch you from a distance, to learn from you. But your presence is, intimidating. I got more and more scared until I finally couldn't help but try to hide. Forgive me, I threw myself upon your mercy.
Honestly. Look, nobody is truly fearless. Even I have things that I'm afraid of.
What? You do?
You seem oddly overjoyed at the thought.
No, of course not. But, what in the world could possibly frighten you?
The sea. I find the pitch black of the open sea at night quite frightening. I can't swim, so if the sea were to wash me away, I fear I would never return.
The sea? I think I may have seen it once. Maybe. I didn't know you couldn't swim. That's a surprise.
Again, my shortcomings delight you. Everyone has fears as well as things they can't do. How many times must I tell you?
I really did make you angry!
For future reference, I'm going to be carrying a water gun from now on, alright? Something about that girl scares me.
Well, this is fascinating. Following this equation...
Linhart. Here again, I see.
Go away, Hubert. Now is not a good time. Ah, yes. The double line becomes a helix, and its arc... No, that cannot be correct.
Now is exactly the time. Lady Edelgard requests your presence. Come. The lecture is about to start.
Politely inform her that my research is vastly more important than whatever it is she has to say.
While your passion may be admirable, it is sadly misdirected. This matter takes priority. Return to your hobby when your duty is done.
Hobby? This research will most certainly prove useful in the future.
The Empire requires you to be useful now. I should think you would want the same. You have an almost unparalleled intellect, a singular focus, and unfettered imagination. In truth, you have talents that many, including myself, will never have the privilege of possessing.
Are you complimenting me, Hubert? That alone deserves to be studied.
Let me finish. I haven't an ounce of respect for the cause you have chosen to waste your talents on, which changes frequently, I might add, with no rhyme, reason, or results. Learn to apply yourself to something constructive. You may still have a bright future.
That sounds suspiciously as if you're not going to leave me alone. I just want to live a life doing things that interest me. Is that so wrong?
That is unacceptable, even for a nobleman. Her Highness will soon ascend the throne. She is attempting to deal with such noble privilege head-on.
You have a point, and I understand where you're coming from. But I can't do it. I can't bring myself to work for someone else.
Pathetic. Keep to your books, then. Goodbye, Linhart.
Alright, and I'm back. And trying to make my way to the battle day. I have actually unlocked some more support with Edelgard and freaking Hubert. Hubert got a lot. So let's check out what Edelgard has to say with Dorothea.
Hey, Adie. Uh-oh, you're scowling again. You're going to get wrinkles all over that cute face of yours if you don't smile more.
Hello, Dorothea. I was just lost in thought. There are so many things to be done. To think of them makes my head ache sometimes. So many nobles of the Empire are utterly useless. When I am Emperor, I intend to appoint only those who can actually be useful. It doesn't matter if they're of noble or common birth.
Noble or common, eh? Can you really do that? I mean, not that I don't agree. I'd make all those nobles vanish if I could.
It's not a question of can or cannot. All that matters is doing it and doing it right. The nobility system has only been around for 1,200 years. The concept didn't exist before that.
Only 1,200 years, huh? You always say such preposterous and extraordinary things, Adie. Yet somehow you actually make it work for you. It's like you're a character from an opera.
A character from an opera? If an opera is made about my life someday, I wonder how I'll be portrayed. The revolutionary who guided the Empire to a new dawn, or the foolish ruler who took her revolution too far?
Well, that all sounds pretty violent. But either way, it would make an incredible opera. Do you figure it'd be a grand action piece full of combat and strife? Or would you prefer a somber political drama?
Hail the mighty Edelgard, the red blood stains her story. Heavy as her crown may be, she will lead us all to glory. To a brighter dawn we shall carry on. Hail Edelgard!
Alright guys, this is the end of the videos. Goodbye!
I look to you like a red rose.
That's quite enough, Dorothea. I'm starting to feel more than a little embarrassed. Lovely as your voice is, let's just hope that any operatic productions about me are still a ways off.
I was like, you're gonna be part of the foolish one, but that's just me thinking. I don't know why I was thinking about that. It just come to mind. Anyways, let's talk to Hubert and Caspar.
I'm not finished with you. I am Caspar! What's going on, Hubert? You need something?
I watched you training earlier. Pitiful display.
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
You yell before every move.
I know. I do it on purpose. It's how I get fired up. Is that a problem for you? You scared?
Stupid habit. If you value your life, you'll break it.
What are you talking about? It sounds like you might have a problem with me.
As a matter of fact, I do. If it was only your own idiotic life at stake, I wouldn't bother saying anything. But it's not. Your foolishness hurts everyone.
Ooh, you sure do love to hear yourself talk.
Suppose you were to shout on the battlefield as you did in your training today. It is very likely the enemy could anticipate your next move based on your insipid blather. And what if your allies are startled by your outburst and fumble with their weapons as a result? This is not to mention the obvious fact that you would utterly botch any covert operation.
You really think I'm that stupid? I only shout when it's completely necessary. I don't do it all the time.
Whatever habits you develop in training, you will reproduce on the battlefield. Combat is tense and frantic. You will default to your training whether you mean to or not.
Hey, why don't you just shut up about it? I can control myself.
Hubert?
Yes?
I wanted to thank you for the other day. You know, when I fainted. Thank you for carrying me back to my room.
That was nothing. It saved me effort in the long run. Leaving you there would have just caused even more trouble.
I guess that's true. Well, thanks. There, I said it, and now I'm going.
Is this why you've been circling me like a vulture for the last several hours?
Vulture's a bit... well, yes.
Yet you would have fled if I'd approached. It seems you will avoid me at almost any cost.
Well, that's...
You don't need to say it. I know. I'm frightening. I'm told so often.
Please don't laugh like that!
Apologies. I will be mindful not to laugh in your presence from now on.
The grin of death itself! Terrifying!
You think so?
Oh no, now you're angry too!
Hardly. I'm sorry to have frightened you.
No, you're not! It's a trick! You're lulling me into a false sense of security! I can't stand it!
She's a lost cause.
I shall enjoy my time torturing her and making fun of her. Man, that is very cute. That's Hubert, by the way. My evilness shall now spread towards Dorothea.
Completely unreasonable. How will I see to this?
Hubie, what are you doing here?
Hubie?
A routine matter. No cause for concern.
Ah, so it's something to do with 80 then.
And?
She really is all you ever think about, isn't she? Look, I know you're doing all this so that she'll like you, but if you go too far, she'll end up pushing you away. Maybe even hate you.
This has nothing to do with swaying Lady Edelgard's sentiments. I am simply her humble servant. I do what is in her best interest. Whether she cares for me or not is irrelevant.
It really doesn't look that way to me. I bet you'd follow any order 80 gave if you thought it would make her like you. Am I right?
Any order? What a thing to suggest. But the answer is no. I will decline any directive that I deem would not be beneficial to her.
Is that right? So, just for example, if 80 commanded you to find yourself a suitable wife, would you do it?
If it would benefit her in some way for me to marry, then yes, I would marry.
It's easy to say that now, with no bridal party in sight. But if it was the day of the wedding? Nah, I don't believe that.
I don't care what you believe. My only wish is to see Lady Edelgard fulfill her ambitions. All other matters pale in comparison.
Hubie, pale in comparison? You've seen too many operas. I don't think you understand how the world works. At all.
And I don't care what you think either.
That's actually the first time I ever seen Dorothea roll her eyes.
I would make any sacrifice to support Lady Edelgard. It's a shame you've never experienced such devotion.
You're right. I don't have anyone like that right now. But maybe someday I will.
Then maybe someday you'll understand. Until then, we will never see eye to eye. Now, if you will excuse me, I have much to do.
Hubie, I don't get you. Although I do find your point of view just fascinating.
Petra. Industrious as ever, I see.
Hello, Hubert. Yes, I am trying to be industrious. I must be working hard to improve my position. Right now, it is not a good one.
Even accounting for that, your efforts are impressive. I wish a little of you would rub off on certain people here. One troublesome slouch in particular.
Rub? I will not be rubbing on anyone.
Not literally. I never would have imagined you would adjust so well to life in Fodlan. When I first met you, you couldn't understand a single word of the language. You had the look of a cornered animal. So much so, I thought you'd grown up in the wild.
I had more youth then, and the experience was terrifying. My grandfather ordered me to go to Fodlan with suddenness. I was stolen to a strange land filled with strange people. The treatment I was receiving was like I was a strange beast.
It is unfortunate, but while you were called our guest, you were actually a hostage.
You know, considering that this is like the beginning of the sea support and all that stuff, I wonder how many people will take into this statement right here. Like, yeah, Petra, you are our sausage, but we're just gonna cover that and put your guests. Like, this will give me like a very, very... Like, if I didn't know, play the other route, but I still am feeling the whole, my gosh, what is the Empire doing right now kind of feeling. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not sure if I talk right.
You were meant to be insurance that Brigid would not restore its alliance with Dagda and attack us.
Well, there is.
The Empire required leverage. And after all, you are the Princess of Brigid.
It gave me sadness to leave my home. But I am not unhappy that I came to the Empire. I have learned much understanding from the outside world. My experience has made me become who I am. And meeting you and Lady Edelgard has had great value for me.
I admire your spirit in the face of adversity. You set a strong example to follow. And there is much more adversity to come.
Just all these freaking foreshadows. It's crazy. Anyways, let me go ahead and get some stuff done. Alright, now that I'm done with that, let's go on with the mission. The Magdred ambush. Your house must help the Knight of Seros suppress Lord Lonato rebellion at Castle Gaspar, though you are told not to expect combat. The deep fog and Magdred way situations. I gotta remember I need to buy freaking torches. By the way, check it out! 25 save files! No, I'm not reserved to just 5. Ha 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 ha. I'm gonna put it here.
No matter how powerful our enemies may be, there's no need to worry so long as we're with Catherine, the mighty wielder of Thunderbrand.
You mean you don't know? My weapon is called Thunderbrand. It's one of the hero's relics. A long, long time ago, the goddess bestowed divine weapons upon 10 heroes, which were passed down to their descendants. It's an honor to wield, but I'm afraid there won't be any chance for that today. Our mission is to help clean up the aftermath, not to fight.
One must wonder why Lord Lonato would incite such a reckless rebellion.
It all goes back to the tragedy of Duscur.
I remember that day well. No one saw it coming. Roughly 4 years ago, the King of Fargus was murdered by the people of Duscur. I believe that about sums it up, correct?
To put it simply, yes. But there's more to that story. They had accomplices within the kingdom as well. Lord Lonato's son, Kristoff, was one of them, and so he was handed over to the church for execution. King Lambert was attempting a major political reform. Needless to say, he had many enemies. Whatever the truth behind that incident may be, Lord Lonato has harbored resentment toward the church ever since. Well, to be more specific, his grudge isn't only against the church. It's also against the one who turned Kristoff over to them.
Report! The enemy is approaching. They can't be avoided. Their numbers are far greater than we predicted. They used the fog to slip past the Knight's perimeter.
It looks like our mission just changed, Professor. Everyone, prepare for battle!
Okay, first things first. I need to organize my inventory. Check for funds I'm making, like city, whatever you call that. Anyways, hold on 1 second. I have to do this. Okay, yeah, they already auto it. Okay, cool. I guess you cannot auto it doing regular battles. Anyways, let's start. Defeat the enemy commander. Link or Adol falls in battle.
With this fog, it's impossible to tell where the enemy might be, or how many of them there are. The enemy could be trying to surround us, but they shouldn't have enough soldiers to form a tight circle. Take down anyone who breaks through the fog, and let's push through!
That smell. It's fresh blood. It seems the battle has already started within the fog.
Proceed with caution. Wait for them to enter your field of view.
Alright, you're in the woods, you're not suffering. Alright, cannot do anything about that. Wish. So, you know what? Torch! 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 Wow, we found a lot of people here. I got 7 divine posts, good.
Oh no.
I just need to know that. Alright, let's see how much battles I can skip through this.
Lord Lonato doesn't deserve such sadness and anger. Now it's your turn to suffer.
Why, Lonato? Why did you drag so many others into this?
I forgot I brought Ash with me! Now we need to go heal these guys. I want my prize. I don't care how stupid they are.
Repent from the grave.
Holy snaps! 93. That's a little bit overkill. You know that, Captain? I'm just saying.
No use. You will be blacked out.
You will be blacked down? Blacked out? Huh.
Is that all?
Oh my gosh, can you stay alive? Oh my gosh, the SCP actually survived Catherine's assault. Hey, Ferdinand can at least get experience points. Good job, guy. I'm so proud of you. Now my guy can kill you. Kill him!
Splendor of nobility.
Awesome. I mean, that's horrible. We're killing citizens. Alright, let's just get rid of him and call it.
I won't let you anywhere near Lord Lonato.
So we can finally get some side eyes. We can finally see things. God damn it! Bernie, kill him! Awesome. Dark Mage defeated. Now we can see clearly now.
It's you. Thunderstrike Cassandra. It was your wretched zealotry that killed my son!
The only name I answer to is Catherine. Prepare to taste the blade of one who serves the goddess. Now you face a Knight of Theros!
The fog is cleared. There's nothing left to hide you or the filthy Central Church from the judgment of the goddess.
You know, now that I think about it, now that I really think about it, if we're gonna consider trying to stay a little bit spoiler free as much as I can from the other route that I played, and looking at all these people and the guy that we just killed, this Dark Mage that we just murdered, I think he belongs to a third party. And now everything that he said about hiding in the fog makes sense. At least that's the conclusion I came up with. Come up with all type of conclusions. What the heck? She just defied air. She just jumped and then did like a mid-air Smash Brothers jump. What the heck? And since you left the forest, now you're dead. You're dead. You're just stuck in the forest. Amateur. Alright, I'm sorry, dude. You're gonna have to die.
You have been deceived by that witch. I will show you the truth.
Lord Lonato, no! Oh, he actually... What? 92% and you missed? What the hell? Charge!
Predictable.
Boink. Boink. I can only do as much as my iron bow can do.
You. I will be the one to kill you. No other.
You have lost all sense of justice. You want to fight me? So be it. I'll send you to meet your goddess.
I'm not gonna reach there. Combat, drawback. You have anything to say to her? No. I could actually move you here. Swap. And see if we get anything here. Say something meaningful or something. No! The experience point could have gone with someone else.
Christoph, forgive me.
That vile woman, Edelgard, how dare she kill me? Oh man, I'm loose. Nah, wait, I'm supposed to be a little bit older. Damn it! Thanks, Edelgard.
Lonato,
Ash, you're here! I forgot we took you here! How do I put this? I feel like with the amount of stuff I'm going to be cutting out, I don't think this... Let's see the end of the chapter, though. Sorry, Ash. We killed your daddy.
I never thought I'd see Lonato meet this fate. Well done, everyone. Let's gather our troops and go.
Yes. Secret book! Goddess icon! Stage completo! Edelgard got MVP. Okay, yeah. He did show some Smash Brothers move.
Damn it, it was all so pointless. I've never seen so many people utterly heartbroken.
Forcing innocent citizens to risk their lives? That man was not a noble, but a monster.
What could have pushed Lord Lonato to this point?
Everyone was a bit shaken by the militia fighting alongside our enemies.
That's the reality of battle.
If only everyone could face reality so unflinchingly. The commoners who allied themselves with Lord Lonato believed they were fighting for a just cause. It would be disrespectful to consider them simply victims when they died for what they believed in. Still, we have no choice but to eliminate those who cling to unreasonable ideas of justice. Even if our enemies are the gods themselves, we must never lose sight of our goal.
That's taking it a little bit too far.
Is it? Such a day may come, whether you expect it or not. You should be ready. Really, I'm just like Lonato. I, too, will be the sort of ruler who's willing to risk the lives of my citizens in service of a higher cause.
Oh.
It's not possible to change the world without sacrifice. Dying for the greater good is not a death in vain.
Professor, I'm afraid this incident is far more serious than anticipated. I found this on Lord Lonato. It's a note that mentions a plan to assassinate Lady Rhea. We can't tell who sent it, so the source is suspect, but the content is too disturbing to ignore. We must report this to Lady Rhea right away. I hope that it's nothing.
I am glad to see that you have returned safely. The goddess is gracious with her divine protection. But it was not only her divine protection that shielded you, was it? You are just as skilled as I had hoped.
They still deserve the praise, too, you know.
I am not so sure. I heard some of the students were hesitant about fighting militia. However, We must punish any sinner who may inflict harm upon believers, even if those sinners are civilians. I pray the students learned a valuable lesson about the fate that awaits all who are foolish enough to point their blades towards the heavens.
Our real concern is what Catherine reported. The secret message that was in Lord Lonato's possession. It contained a deplorable plot to target the Archbishop on the day of the goddess's rite of rebirth. The plan seems unrealistic at best, but a threat is a threat. We must maintain constant vigilance. To that end, I would like for you and your students to help with security on the day of the ritual.
You can count on us?
That is most reassuring. You have my gratitude.
The rite of rebirth is of paramount importance. It is when the Church of Seros and its believers unite to pray for the return of the goddess. The Archbishop and I will be confined to the Goddess Tower once the ritual begins. Of course, the knights will be on high alert as well, but there aren't enough of them to keep watch on every corner of the monastery. It is far from ideal to be forced to mobilize students, but the gravity of this situation requires that we all bend to avoid breaking.
While there is no need to fear for my safety, we cannot turn a blind eye to those who would blaspheme so heinously.
With any luck, this will all be for naught. Still, be on your guard.
Okay, couple of things based on how you see that I did these things before. Coming from a person that just played another round, I'm starting to see a bunch of foreshadowing into this thing. I'm not going to tell you the foreshadowing, you piece it out together. But, God, wow. I think in other rounds actually gives you an eyes of what's actually going on or something. Something, yada yada, foreshadow, something big is happening. Perhaps this will be enough for one video. I kind of was hoping I could put like 2 chapters per video to get these going so I could get to the next part where everything actually does change, but unfortunately that's not going to be happening because there's so many dialogues, so many supports that is happening that is different from the other route that I played. So, and I wanted to show the differences to you guys. Kind of sucks, but that's where I'm at. And also because it's a route. Who knows? Maybe someone decided to click on the Black Eagle and made this their first route, so I cannot be saying much. I need to show everything to them. So, sorry. I hate spoilers.
I look to you.